Okairi Waki Yakutachi, welcome y'all, welcome in, welcome in. How are you guys doing this fine day? I hope you guys are doing well. Hello Errol, and hello to any of you out there who haven't gotten the chance to say hi yet. Welcome you guys. Hello, 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 and so glad to have you all here. Guess what guys? This 2.5 anniversary is here, and with that includes needing to catch up on some parts of the story to make sure that I am prepared for the sadness that comes with the 2.5 anniversary story. So first things first, we are going to need to start off with Mudfish, but I want to give one little announcement on viewer polls. I believe I'll be doing them next week, along with part 1 of, what's it called? The 2.5 anniversary. I would like veterans cooperation to not spill any details about the characters to the side story. Hello, Patrick. Hello, Will. Welcome, welcome. No, I was in a bit of a pickle because I had forgot to update my game. So I was like, oh God, I forgot to update my game. But yes, so so there is a bit of stream delay, or not stream delay, a bit of lag on NIKKE, but I inhaled very quickly because there's a certain something that's alive. Hello, Mythic. Welcome, welcome. So yes, we're going to be starting with Mudfish, and then I am probably going to do viewer polls next Thursday for that stream, along with 2.5 part 1. That way we can get our viewer polls in and we can get Siren and all that stuff. So if you guys are interested, make sure to sign up for those viewer polls. I'll be polling for both Siren and for Jesus, what's her name? Mihara. So they'll both be coming on Thursday, I believe. And so I just wanna make sure I get that scheduled, you know, get that properly scheduled. Okay. All right. So everything should be good. No more lagginess on NIKKE. Always frustrating to you. Hello, Spectrum. Oh God, it's the internet company. Not again! Okay. Guys, I gotta show you this. I must show this to you. I've just been inhaling this entire time, and you must understand why. You must understand why. Okay, hang on. Almost have it properly adjusted. Look at that. she's smiling here. Mama Grave. Yes, I was surprised that they brought Mama Grave. For some reason, I had anticipated that they would have done the other skin first, Cinderella, but I realized that they did not. They ended up going with Mama Grave first, so that's nice. That's really nice, actually. I gotta change my hashtags real quick. Okay, NIKKE VTuber, and NIKKE Story. And this is Mudfish, but look at that. She's smiling, y'all. She's smiling. It's just, it's beautiful. Perfect skin, perfect skin. Okay, let's see what all we've got going on. Before we jump into Mudfish, I want to take a look at some of the stuff, some of the new events. Free recruit. Oh, right, they do that for every anniversary. No mileage to claim, free recruit. I'm getting that one. Good. Glad that you have seen the light of beautiful mom. Well, free recruit. Because of the free recruit, I will be, for Siren / Little Mermaid, I will be gold mileaging them. And did they change the song? Okay. But because of the free recruit, I will probably be pitying Siren and, what's her name? Mihara. Yes, that is indeed what I will be doing. Oh. It's just, it's perfection. It's perfection. Look at this. She blushes. She's so cute. Perfection. She just wants to spend time with Cinderella. Dude, Grave, I'll put on a dress and dye my hair gray if you'll walk with me. I'll be Cinderella. You don't need her. You just need me. Oh my god, she's perfect. Alright, let's see if we can see Mihara as well. No, Mihara has not been officially added into this. I mean, yeah, they look very... In regards to this new skin, they look very similar. So I don't really see too many differences beyond the fact that she's happy here. They're doing it again, guys. Unbreakable Sphere is going to be super depressing, and then this is going to be the only way to make her happy. Not going to end the stream ultra early. No, thank God. What's it called? There's no update this time, so I don't have to worry about that. There's no mains. Okay. Anyways, before I get too caught up on the beauty that is Mama Grave, let's start getting let's start jumping in to what's it called? To the Mudfish side story. God, she's so pretty. 96-hour challenge. Also, don't forget, y'all. Don't forget. There is a gift card giveaway going on. So make sure that you guys get in at your time frame. From what I understand, it's about like 12 hours from now or so. 11 hours from now. Good time to promote. No. Road to Villain. What is it? They just give you a bunch of resources? And Drake, I guess. Oh. It's a separate login event where they give you Drake. That is really... Oh my god. I guess I got a lot of the stuff completed already. We also have 6 free costume gacha tickets. I'm not surprised. When are they gonna add Hayami to NIKKE? Never! I don't think they ever would. That would be way too much for them to do. Free Drake plus favorite item? Yes, that much I did notice. Look at her. She looks so cute, but at the same time... No, you know what people really want? It's Mihara. Mihara is the one everyone wants. Mihara is the one that everyone's gonna go for. Better yet. So, let's see. What was the other thing that I logged in for? I believe it was this. The shifty 5x5 supplies. There we go. I don't know how to do this. Apparently you can just 3x bulk claim. And yeah, okay. That makes sense. Oh, and you get more by upgrading the new characters that are coming. Wait. Cycle 1 resupply. You will get the resupply rewards indicated. How does this work? What is the resupply rewards? Buy the graveskin? I don't have the money to buy the graveskin. I would, as beautiful as she is. But you know, we have to make responsible decisions. But yeah, I don't know what this resupply request is. Are you able to just... Is it free? Apparently it is. You just do a resupply request. Oh, shoot. I messed up. I shouldn't have clicked that. Oops. Well, anyways, before I continue to mess up, I'm going to go do Mudfish. Okay, so from what everyone has told me, you need to get to chapter 32, but I'm not there yet, so we're going to just do Mudfish, so I have context for Unbreakable Sphere. It's just like you're missing some characters, which is okay. You can live without that knowledge. So here we go. I just want to do this so I'm not confused during Unbreakable Sphere. Everything I've heard, or at least seen, Unbreakable Sphere is really going to require some Mudfish knowledge, so I'm so ready. I'm so ready to cry. I'm so ready to be sad again. I'm so ready to have my heart broken. Let's do this. Let's go in. Let's sob our eyes out. Let's enjoy Mudfish. And after Mudfish, I'm going to take my exam. So this is Leviathan. Wait a second. She's a raptured K, I think. Swoosh. Leviathan listens to the sound of the waves and recalls past memories. Her body slowly sinks deeper. Surrounded by the frigid waters, she can feel herself beginning to suffocate. Suddenly, her survival instincts kick in, and her special power wraps itself around her. Her breathing stabilizes. Encased by a layer of bubbles, Little Mermaid opens her eyes. Beyond the bubbles, a familiar oceanic landscape appears. In this cold open sea, she has survived once again. After plummeting from space, she spent the next several years roaming the surface, desperately searching for her comrades. And now, here she was, sinking into the depths of the sea yet again. Once again, her body was battered, scarred. Despite all those years spent wandering the surface, she has yet to find her lost comrades. She must rise again and find those whom she misses so dearly. She must resurface and use this foam to create bubbles. This time, she must find proof that they're still alive. In order to rise above the water's surface, she lifts her body. Her body is practically immobile. The physical and mental toil of the past few years has taken its toll on her, making her body feel heavier than ever. The sea currents begin to stir. The bubbles encasing her are swept away by the currents and drift off somewhere unknown. She closes her eyes again. She stops struggling and lets go, entrusting her body to the flow of the sea. For a little while, just for a moment, she wants to let her weary body rest in the water.
Nani? Are? Ningen?
Huh! A girl covered in black water discovers someone who has been carried by the waves and washed ashore. The girl quickly stumbles backwards. Huh. Is that a young Leviathan? I mean, it probably is, based on this. I should use more like definitive statements. That's a young Leviathan! Yes? You should totally save her. She's a beautiful, precious girl. No, not just Yappa Yamatako. Save her, please. Oh. Little Mermaid opens her eyes. Oh. After the events of old tales, this already hurts. Little Mermaid closes her eyes, seemingly fainting once again. Tears stream down from behind Little Mermaid's closed eyelids. Alright, gonna take a moment to read chat. Let's see. Have I played Wuthering Waves yet? No. I heard that there's a returning event. Have I seen the actual Mudfish IRL? No, I have never heard of the Mudfish. So, the both of these are brand new. Not telling me anything. Hello, man. Welcome. Don't let her, it's unnecessary. Well, I will read chat regardless. I don't really mind that much. The girl tugs Little Mermaid away from the shoreline. Aww. She's immediately like, fine, I'll help you. I love how I paused to read chat right as we were at the end of Mudfish, part 1. Oh. The sound of water droplets falling.
どうしよう。
Someone's voice can be
け
heard.
どあのままほっとくわけにもいかないし。なんで連れてきちゃったんだろう。
This is followed by the sound of what appears to be grumbling. Little Mermaid opens her eyes. She's been covered with a blanket and is inside some kind of cave which is being lit by a small lantern.
ここは起きた。
Little Mermaid looks towards the noise.
そこに誰かいるの。
Little Mermaid gets up.
動かないで。こっちに来ないで。そのままじっとしてて。
Little Mermaid stops.
そう、そのまま動かないで。あなたは誰？そんなこと知ってどうするの？私を助けてくれたの。そうよ。
Wait a minute. Siren's able to talk with no problems right now.
顔を見てどうするのよ。元気になったならさっさと出てって。でも
Immediately kick her out. Poor girl.
私が誰なのか分かってるの？
The girl reveals her face.
その目。
Oh.
これはね、ヘレティックの証なの。ヘレティック。分かってる？ものすごく怖い人類の敵なの。ニケなんて相手にもならないんだから。だからこっちに来ないで。
Uh-oh. A purple blur flashes by the girl's cheek. Oh, shoot.
今の何？
The girl turns around. A section of the wall has been caved in, looking as if a bomb has gone off.
今私を攻撃したの？
The trauma. Dozens of tiny water droplets appear around Little Mermaid, all aimed at the girl. It's all because of the trauma she's gone through. Oh god, no.
来ないで。動くな。
The girl's body remains motionless, as if frozen in ice.
動けない。
Little Mermaid approaches the girl.
正直に教えて。あなたは本当にヘレティックなの？ヘレティック。ヘレティック。ちゃんと話して。嘘なの。ヘレティックっていうのは大嘘。本当はヘレティックなんかじゃない。ならその目は何？
Oh.
これは。
The girl blinks, and when she reopens her eyes, they're a different color.
目の色がさっきと違う。これが本当の色よ。さっきのは一時的に目の色を変えただけ。嘘つかないで。ニケは目の色を変えたりできないはずだもの。
Because she's a mud... Well, I imagine the actual mudfish can disguise themselves.
ならあなたは何者なの？本来わからない。そうよ。さっきから誰なのだの何者だのって私だって何が何だか分かってないのに。私だって
That was
昔はニケだったのに。
very tense.
ニケだったのに。こんな姿好きでなったはずがないでしょ。私だって私だってこんな姿になりたくなかった。あの水さえ飲まなければ。私だってこん 窟になんか住みたくないし、普通にアークに帰れたはずなんだから。ねえ、私ばっかりこんな目に遭わなきゃいけないの。
Your heart really does go out to this poor... Cause she's so small too. Like a child, Nikke.
ごめんなさい。もう動いてもいいから。
The girl plops on the ground.
ごめんなさい。私が悪か。
Little Mermaid offers the girl her hand. The girl scurries along the ground and hides deeper into the recesses of the cave.
二度と目を赤くなんてしないから。私はただあんたを助けただけで、他には何もしてないから。ヘレティックっていうのも嘘だから。だから殺さない
Oh,
で。
it's like an innocent animal. So scared.
本当にごめんなさい。
And of course, Siren's able to tell. Nikke knows how to hit our emotions. They're able to they're really able to get you sometimes when you least expect it. You just met this random girl that is a muddy, muddy fish and you can't help but feel for her already.
指揮官？
I'm gonna raise the voice a little bit because I feel like it's a little quiet. There we go. Okay. It's funny how Siren bounces on her bubble like it's an exercise ball. It is an exercise ball! Little Mermaid glances deep inside the cave where the girl is hiding. Beyond the lantern's reach, cloaked in deep shadow, the girl lies curled up in a ball, her head buried between her knees.
寒くないの？ここにある毛布ごめん。こういう時どうすればいいのかな。
Little Mermaid recalls one of the halcyon days of her past.
セイレン。ここで何をしているんだ？なぜこんなところに座っている？何か悪いことでもしたのか？
Little Mermaid nods.
誰に悪いことをしたんだ？
ヘンゼルとグレーテル。
叩いたりでもしたのか？
Little Mermaid shakes her head.
違うのか？なら何をしたんだ？まさか言霊を使ったのか？
Nod.
本当に？
でもわざとじゃなくて。
そうか。それで
God, this violin and Abe is really bringing back memories of old tales for
言って
me.
みろ。
動かない。
I'm already about to break.
言ったの。
どうしてそう言ったんだ？何か理由があるんだろう？
急にくすぐられたからやめてほしくて。
まったくあいつらは。
そうしたら怖がっちゃって隠れて出てこなくなったの。
事情は分かった。自分たちから先にちょっかいを出しておいて。頭が痛い。そんなに二人の様子が気になるなら、あいつらが好きな食べ物でも持っていくんだな。謝るためであれ、慰めるためであれ、相手の緊張を解
I
く
keep
必要
myself
がある
together
なら、
while I read this.
まずは何でもいいから食べさせろ。腹が満たされれば、心にも自然と余裕が生まれるものだからな。
This is true if you're
あいつらの好物を与えて緊張を解いてやれ。
you want to
謝るのは
build a
その後だ。
friendship, offer food.
謝ったら許してくれるかな。
許してくれないだろうな。 と言ったら行かないつもりか？
そんなこと
なら聞くまでもないだろう。謝罪はお前が謝りたいからするもので、相手が受け入れるかどうかは別問題だ。本気で謝っても許してもらえないのなら、それはそれで仕方がない。ああ、それからもう一つ。今度またあいつらにくすぐられたら、次からは言霊を使うんじゃなく追放を食らわせてやれ。
If they, you know, tickle you, just attack them instead.
それだと怪我しちゃうんじゃ。
そんなこと知ったこっちゃない。ほら、さっさと謝りに行ってこい。
そうだ、食べ物。
Little Mermaid stands up. She heads outside. Abe being a good parent, she's always a good parent.
ちょっとのかな。
Abe is a good mama.
おーい
Silence. The girl cautiously creeps over to where Little Mermaid had been standing.
行ったみたい。
Aw,
よかった。
she's so cute. The girl sits on the ground.
死ぬかと思った。
Bought the
見てたと
farm?
思ったら
I've never heard of
や
that.
ばそうなやつだったし、ヘレティックだって言えばビビってすぐに逃げると思ったのに、慣れないことなんてしなきゃよかった。ほっとけばよかったのに、妙な気起こしちゃったせいで私と似てるとか冗談じゃない。
No! The girl looks to the spot where Little Mermaid had been sitting.
別に感謝の言葉なんて期待してなかったし、久
What?
しぶりに誰かと話ができるかもって思ったりはしたけど、
Well, wait, she was hiding.
私の
So
人生
it's
なんて
it's not like
こんなもんよね。
it's not like Siren could have done
いいこと
anything.
なんて起きるわけがない。
The girl hugs her knees and curls
二
back
度
up.
二度と誰かを助けたりなんかするもんか。裏切られるようなことは二度としない。
Another phrase like kicking the bucket. Okay, so bought the farm, kicking the bucket, the violin. How much do you want to have a beanbag chair after seeing the bubbles? I don't think I've ever sat in a beanbag chair, like ever. I don't think I've ever actually sat in one of those before. One moment, y'all, adding one quick thing. There we go. I just realized, why do they call her Little Mermaid over Siren? Is that just like a translation difference? Pupils when, if you don't mind me asking, next Thursday, so we can do Mihara and Siren / Little
あい
Mermaid.
つのせいで食事どころじゃなかったし、確か
Oh, maybe if I do it every Thursday, I can split it up into multiple times. I think her actual name is Little Mermaid and her code name is Siren. Okay. Oh. Oh god, silliness ensue. The girl hurriedly scurries back inside the cave.
なんで戻ってきたのよ。
Little Mermaid lingers awkwardly at the cave
黙
entrance.
ってないで、なんとか言いなさいよ。また私に何かするつもり。
She's back to not being able to talk again. Little Mermaid reaches out her hand.
何を。
Oh. A droplet of something falls from the tip of Little Mermaid's hand.
これグミ。
The purplish droplet lands on the ground and then moves towards the girl. The droplet stops directly in front of the girl.
あれ
Are? She covers her head in fear and shrinks back. Wobble wobble.
何
Wobble wobble.
何もしてこない
Wobble wobble.
何よこれ
The girl pokes the droplet. Wobble wobble wobble.
この感触
Poke poke. Wobble 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 wobble. Poke 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 poke. Wobble wobble wobble.
かわいいってそうじゃなくてあんた一体何がしたいの
Friendly. A little arrow appears above the
矢
droplet.
印
The arrow points outside the cave.
外に出ろってこと
The droplet bobs up and
ま
down.
さかそうだ
I see. She's communicating with her bubbles. Little Mermaid
私
nods.
に外に出てこいって言ってるの
Bounce, bounce. The droplet wobbles up and down eagerly.
あ
Bounce, bounce, bounce.
いや絶対に行かない何されるか分かったもんじゃないでしょ
The droplet wilts pathetically.
可愛い子ぶったって無駄よ
Don't try to act cute, girl. She is cute. The droplet melts into puddle, which begins to expand. Little Mermaid is her real name, but Siren is a nickname because people got tired of saying the long name. That makes sense. That song was used often with Crown and Chime. Because they're always in shenanigans.
もう分かったから外に出ればいいんでしょその代わりあんたが先に出なさいよちゃんとついていくから早くどうしてそこまで外に連れ出したいのよ
Little Mermaid points ahead. The girl looks ahead. Up ahead, a bonfire flickers on the
あんた
beach.
正気ラプチャーが来たらどうすんのよ
Little Mermaid punches the
戦
air.
えばいいって言ってんの
Well, she is very strong, so.
その自信一体どこから来るのよ
Little Mermaid sits down in front of the bonfire. She gestures towards the girl.
遠慮しとく近くに行ったらまた何かされるかもしんないでしょ外に出てきてあげたんだからそれで十分でしょ
Little Mermaid picks up a grilled fish that had apparently been placed near the fire earlier.
何それ食べれる
So, it's cuteness because she can't communicate. I see.
毒でも入っ
This
てたらど
entire
うすんの
side
よ
story is adorableness because she can't communicate.
お腹は空いてるけど今は我慢あんたのせいでずっと何も食べてないんだからね
ごめん。
え？
怖がらせてしまってごめんなさい。私が悪かったわ。さっきはあなたのことを本当にヘレティック
So,
だ
I
って思
wonder
って
what the
たの。
conditions are for Little Mermaid
でも
talking.
今は
Or Siren.
ニケだって分かったから約束するわ。二度とあなたに危害を加えたりしない。助けてくれてありがとう。
それ 本気で言ってるの？今私にごめんって謝ってありがとうって言った
Of course, she's a very good girl.
二度と私を攻撃しないってのも。
Oh god. Oh god, no.
本当よ。
Saying that specifically makes me think she'll get hurt at some point.
信じてあげる。言っとくけど、もし嘘だったらただじゃおかないから。
The girl heads towards Little Mermaid in the bonfire. Plop.
それ私にもちょうだい。と食べてみたい。
Little Mermaid smiles brightly as she passes the grilled fish.
いい笑顔。なんでもない。
Don't worry, young girl. We all thought the exact same thing.
よく焼けて
The
るじゃ
girl
ん。
picks up a grilled fish. She has little to no control over her words. So she has to be cautious with command type. That makes sense. No, it's okay. That one's an okay one to explain because I don't know if I would have ever learned that. Nom. Aw.
おいしい。地上にこんなに美味しいものがあったなんて。
Little Mermaid hands over another grilled fish.
私が食べてもいいの？
Little Mermaid points at the remaining fish near the bonfire.
全部食べてもいいって言ってんの？悪いやつじゃないの？
Oh, she's not a bad guy at all. Do you see?
なん
Do
で
you see
も
how
ない。
pretty she is?
じゃあ遠慮なく全部いただくからね。
Aw. The beautiful friendship begins. Now let's see how this game makes us cry over it.
ああ、もうお腹いっぱい。こんなにたくさん食べたのいつぶりだろう。なかなか美味しかったんじゃない？ところであんたって
A pilgrim, to be clear.
どこの所属なの？
Uh-oh.
あ、アークからはいつ出てきたの？あ、機密事項だった？だったら言わなくても。
She doesn't know about this.
何のこと？
アークを知らないの？そんなやついるわけ。
So Siren's been alone for like hundreds of years now. Oh, yep. Wait, she wouldn't know about
ピル
pilgrims.
グリムも知らないの？そんなことある？は、もしかしてあんたも黒い水を飲んじゃったの？だから全部忘れちゃったんじゃない？黒い水って知らない？ずっと私の頭の上にあるこれみたいなやつのことなんだけど、これを飲むと苦しくなって体が壊れそうになるんだけど。
Aww. Little Mermaid shakes her
そう
head.
だよね。そんなはずないよね。じゃあさ、名前はなんていうの？
セイレーン。
セイレーン。
Ah, her beautiful voice.
セイレーン。あんたらしい名前だね。
Little Mermaid points at the girl.
私の名前は何かって？名前なんて知るはずないでしょ。
Didn't she have a name before she became good? Oh, no, never mind.
忘れちゃったから。なんでそんなにがっかりするのよ。ああ、そういえば名前みたいなやつなら一応あるんだった。ほら、これ。
The girl holds out a dog tag covered in black stains. The inscription reads, Lev
ヘイ
20756.
でもそれじゃあ呼びづらいか。だから
Oh, she might have been
好
a mass produced.
きなように呼べば、おいとかお前とか適当
Dude or
にさ。
girl, it doesn't matter.
ベ
Lev.
ビー
Little Mermaid points at the beginning of the inscription. Lev.
だからレビーってこと？
Aw. Hello, Noah.
なんで？
ベビーは相
相性？
Little Mermaid
性セイレン
smiles.
も相性。本当の名前はリトルマーメイド。
リトルマーメイド。
相性は親しみを込めて呼ぶものだから、本当の名前は知らなくても関係ないの。
まあそれはそうかもだけど。
The girl looks down at her dog
相
tag.
性なんかすごく適当な感じもするけど。
Out of a hat.
でも悪くないかも。
Poor Levy, she's so depressed
そう呼んで。
sounding.
でさ、あんたはこれからどうすんの？ほら家に戻んなきゃでしょ。あんたにだって
Mm.
帰る場所が
Her
ある
home
は
is
ず
with
だ
her
し。
friends, and they're all gone.
いつまでもここにいるわけにもいかないんじゃないの？
ない。
Yep,
家
doesn't have a home.
なくなっちゃったの。だから仲間を探さなくちゃ。
私と同じじゃない。私も家がないの。なくなっちゃったの。こんな体になったせいで帰る場所がなくなっちゃって。
Oh, is this how they built?
何がなのよ。ほらよく見てよ。普通じゃないでしょ。黒い液体がドロドロ流れてるし、どう見ても化け物って表現が正しいと思わない？こんな化け物と一緒に暮らしたいやつなんているわけないじゃん。でも私は本当にニケなの。化け物なんかじゃないの。
私もそう思う。レビーは化け物なんかじゃない。目を見ればわかるから。
赤い目じゃないから化け物じゃない。
No, there's kindness in them. Shake,
レビ
shake.
ーの目を見ればわかるよ。レビーは悪い人じゃない。
Oh,
化け物でもない。
本気で言ってんの？じゃあ私と一緒にここで暮らせる？
oh.
戻る場所がないんだったら私と一緒に暮らすのはどうって言ってるの。洞窟の中って結構広いし、布団とかも貸してあげるから。
Yes, yes, 1,000 times
だから
yes.
私と一緒にいてくれる？
ごめん。
Oh, dang it.
やっぱそうだよね。さっきまで怖いだのなんだの言ってたくせに。
Look, it's so cute. You can't say no, but at the same time,
私
shake, shake.
仲間を探してるの。だからずっとここにいることは
She has her
できない。
friends.
仲間がいるんだ。そっか。それ
She
なら
sounds
仕方ないよ
heartbroken.
ね。じゃあ早く探しに行かなきゃ。仲間は大切だし、早く見つかるといいね。
Levy, shoulders slump.
1ヶ月だけ一緒にいてもいい？
Aww.
1ヶ月？
Nod.
どうして？私がかわいそうだから？ 同情してそんなこと言ってるんだったら、
少し休みたいの。だからここで少し休んでいってもいい？
私は別に構わないけど。
That's so sweet.
あんたはそれでいいの？私といても。
Of course not.
そう。じゃあ。
She's just a scared Nikke who drank black water. Ah, it's the start of something adorable. So I stopped explaining. Most of it is also dialogue in Mudfish. I see. It's also an old tale, so it's more of a refresher. Yes, and that's actually very important, moving into Unbreakable Sphere. I need that refresher. Okay, here we go. Part 6. After that day, the two Nikkes began living together. Do your plug after this, Sage.
セイレン。
Oh, look at her face. Levy piles up several blankets on the floor of the cave.
今日からここで寝て。
Little Mermaid sits down on the blankets.
じゃあね。おやすみ。
Levy lies down directly on the ground.
何か問題でも？ああ、地面が硬すぎるとか。洞窟だから我慢して。布団を何枚重ねても。
レビーの分は？
私？
Nod.
私はここで寝るから気にしないで。
どうして？
どうしてって当たり前でしょ。一緒に寝たらあんたがよく眠れないでしょ。布団に黒い液体もついちゃうし。
No, they're gonna snuggle.
そうそう、その布団だけど一回も使ったことないから安心して。黒い液体なんてついてないから。何が言いたいのよ。
一緒に寝よう。
いいってば。あんた一人で寝て。私は一人じゃないとよく眠れないの。
Little Mermaid raises her hand.
なんか文句で
She's
も。
like a student with a teacher. Bubbles balloon up from the tips of Little Mermaid's fingers and expand into a large rectangular shape.
何これ？
ベッド。
ベッド？
Aww.
レビーの。
ここで寝ろってこと？
Aww.
じゃあ、あんたは？
Little Mermaid lays on top of the blanket.
あんたがここで寝なさいよ。私は地べたでいいから。
I like how it's just like, I'm fine
お
here.
やすみ、レビー。
Little Mermaid closes her eyes.
本当に私がベッドで寝ていいの？
Because she's the sweetest mermaid.
ここで？
Levy presses down on the bed with her hands. Squish.
感触は悪くなさそうね。もう知らない。
Levy climbs up onto the bubble bed. A feeling of warmth spreads through her body.
高い。
Levy gingerly lays down on the bed.
ふわふわしてて気持ちいい。ありがとう。おやすみ、セイレン。これよかったら食べて。
Levy hands over a can and spoon.
布団を探しに空き家に行った時に見つけたの。賞味期限もまだ残ってると思う。多分だけどね。
Ah, the cuteness overload.
私はお腹空いてんな。
Ooh, you are hungry.
今の風の音かな。こ これしか残ってないの。だから、あんたが食べて。
She's like, just eat it before I get hungry. Little Mermaid stands up.
魚？まさか今から捕まえに行くつもり？あう。
Little Mermaid heads outside.
ちょっと待って、私も行く。
Sizzle, sizzle.
まさかまたこれを食べられるなんてね。
Of course you would. Levy takes a big bite of the grilled fish.
おいしい。ねえ、聞きたいことがあるんだけど、最初はよく喋ってたのに、どうして急にちゃんと喋らなくなったの？
Here it is.
私と喋りたくないとか？
Shake, shake.
違うの？じゃあどうして？
私の言葉は少し間違えると言霊になるから。
言霊？もしかしてあの時私を動けなくしたあれのこと？それってあんたの意志とは関係なくそうなっちゃうの？また言霊になっちゃったら困るから。だから喋りたくないってこと？
Yes.
そっか。だからずっとそうやって。ねえ、辛くないの？言いたいことがあっても言えないなんてすごく辛いんじゃって思って。
Must be exhausting for her to select the right words.
もうどうにでもなれ。これからは言霊とか気にせず普通に喋っていいから。
She basically said, I don't care about the kotodama within
私
Japanese.
なら大丈夫だから安心して喋って。もう怯えなくていいってこと。
Yeah!
ベビー、大丈夫なの？
当然でし
本当にいいの？
ょ。何度も同じこと言わせないで。聞いてるこっちがもどかしくなるから、これからは普通に喋ってよ。私もそっちの方が気が楽だし。
ありがとう、ベビー。
Oh. Levy's fishing rod bends down.
これってどうすればいいの？
上に上げて。
Whoosh! Levy pulls the fishing rod up forcibly.
釣れた。釣れちゃった。見て、私が捕まえたの。
Little Mermaid stares at Levy intently.
なんでじーっと見てんのよ。
ベビーがこんなに嬉しそうに笑うの
Aww.
初めて見た。
私がいつ
They really are just adorable to each
ちょ
other.
っと興奮しただけっていうか。
へへ。
思ったより簡単だね、釣りって。そういうことだから、今日の夕食は私に任せて。あんたはそこで座って見てればいいから。
As they laugh together and get to know each other, time continues to flow, inexorable as ever. I am loving their dynamic together. As a wise chef will eventually say, bubble, bubble, sizzle, sizzle, up in here, bubble, bubble, sizzle, sizzle. Oh my goodness, it's time to do the plug. Okay. Guys, thanks for watching this stream. If you guys enjoy the content, please consider giving it a like and a sub, as that helps the channel out so much, and consider joining the Discord in the description, where we talk about a bunch of fun, random, different stuff. Thanks, y'all. It's also an Old Tales letter pay experience of figuring things out. She prefers to discover the story, Don't need to get attention. I don't think anyone's trying to get my attention particularly. Hello, Leslie. A few days later.
ああ、この黒い水。
I don't think so, my dear
い
Levy.
るんだろう。もううんざり。
Levy wipes the black liquid off of the floor.
レビー、それどうしてそうなったの？
何よ急に。
気になったの。
ちょっとしたアクシデントがあってね。うって何よ。間違って飲んじゃったの。
Don't
間
Levy.
違って飲んじゃったの？
黒い水。
あ
ほら、頭から流れてくるやつ。これと同じものを飲んだ次の日からこんな風になっちゃったの。何よその目は。
レビー、何でもかんでも飲んじゃダメ。でないとお腹を壊しちゃうよ。
She's so sweet.
私だって飲みたくて飲んだんじゃないってば。
She's like, do you think I wanted
溺
to?
れた時に間違って飲んじゃっただけなんだから。そう、ただの汚い水を飲んじゃっただけだと思ったのに。なのにまさかこんな風になるなんてね。なんであんたが深刻そうな顔してんのよ。別にあんたには影響しないから一緒にいても大丈夫だって。飲みさえしなければ大丈夫なはずだから、一緒に暮らす分には何の問題も。
それ触ってみてもいい？
え？触るって何を？
レビーの頭から流れてるそれ。
あ、
何言ってんの？もしやばいことになったらどうすんの？地面に落ちたやつなら他のニケたちが触ってもなんともなかったから大丈夫。
she's so worried about poor little mermaid. Her friend, Levy and
私
Siren.
の体のやつを直接触ったニケはいないからどうなるかわかんないんだよ。もしやばい
These
ことになった
wholesome,
ら
sweet little interactions.
大丈夫。何も起こらないはず。
Because she's Siren.
もしあんたに
触ってみるね。
Little Mermaid touches the black liquid covering Levy's head. Little Mermaid closely examines the black liquid on her
液
hand.
体金属みたいね。
液体
Liquid metal?
今なんて？
動かない。
何がよ。どうしたの？どこか痛いの？今にも溶けちゃいそうな感じとかある？もうなんとか言ったらどうなの？
ねえ、レビー、水泡を作る方法習ってみない？
え？
水泡を作る方法教え
Wait,
てあげようか。
she can.
あんたね、質問してんのはこっちなんだけど、
Well,
ちゃんと説明してくんなきゃこっちだって
I don't think other people can learn how to do that.
ごめん。レビーの水、私の泡と似ているの。
Oh.
液体金属でできてる。私の力じ
Oh.
ゃコントロールできないけど、
Oh, that's so
これを
cool.
生み出してるレビーならコントロールできるかもしれない。
私がこれを？
Ow, my elbow.
そんなことしてるつもりなんてないんだけど。
That is so
レ
cool.
ビーはそう思ってても生み出されてるのは事実だよ。今も頭から黒い水が流れ続けているのはレビーが それをコントロールできていないからかも。
だってそんなのそもそも私が望んだことじゃないし、こんな黒くて気持ち悪い水誰がありがたがるっていうの。化け物扱いされたいやつなんてどこにいるっていうのよ。これのせいで
I can't take it when these poor girls say they don't want to be treated like a
どんな思いを
monster.
してきたか。
Because they're not monsters.
コントロールする方法さえつかめれば止め方もわかるかもしれない。
これを止められるの？本当に？
うん。レビーの顔や体についているのも取れるかもしれない。
これを
And that's how she
た
became,
だ
well,
ちゃんと教え
the
てあ
Levy
げ
that
ら
I
れる
saw
方
at the
は
start.
わからないけど、とりあえず一度やってみる？
やってみたい。もうこれ以上化け物呼ばわりされるのはごめんだもん。私もニケに戻りたい。
わかった。私も頑張って教えるね。
Oh. Unfortunately, no matter how much time passes, Levy stretches out her hand and
黒い
grimaces.
水を指先に集める気持ちで。
Oh, she's not gonna get it. There is no sign of change.
もう一回やってみよう。
One day passes, and then
来い
another.
ってお願いだから。
But still, there is no change. Levy tries again and again. But despite her attempts, nothing changes.
次はきっと。
もうやめよう。諦めようって言ってんの。この話はなかったことにしよう。どうせいくら頑張ったところでダメなんだよ。
The first rule! There's no such thing
無理
as.
な話だったってこと。
Oh god, not this
レ
song.
ビー。
無駄なことに時間を使ったって意味ないっしょ。あんたも綺麗さっぱり忘れ
Not
ていい
to
から。
her.
私は大丈夫だから気にしないで。今まで通り生きればいいだけなんだから。なんだかんだでこの姿にも慣れてきたところだったしねえ。
でも
セイレン、もう私に無駄に希望を与えないで。私は特別なニケでも何でもないの。誰が見ても無理な話なの。ならせめて
Now I'm the one making noises over here like, no, don't say
諦め
that.
ることぐらいさせてよ。これ以上思わせぶりなことを言わないで。私がどれだけこれに消えてほしいって思ったか知ってる？一日に何百回もこの黒い水にお願いだから消えてって願ったんだよ。ひょっとしたら洗い流せるかもって。一日中海の中に入ったこともある。体のパーツが剥がれるまで何度も何度もこすったりしたことだって全部試して、その上で何をしてもダメだって分かった時の絶望感といったら、あの時の絶望をもう一回味わえっていうの？
Of course she doesn't. That's why she's trying to teach her.
絶対に嫌。もう二度とあんな思いなんかするもんか。もうあんな惨めな思いは。
ごめんなさい。
謝ってほしいわけじゃなくて、謝るべきなのはこっちっていうか。ごめん、ついカッとなって。少しだけ一人にさせて。レビー、ついてこないで。
Levy runs off.
レビ
It's happening. The sadness is beginning. Her voice is adorable. It is. But still, the sadness is coming. Just wait. It's coming. It was a sunny day. I had been assigned to some simple resource collection and was wondering what I should do when I got back. Accidents really can come without warning. An innocuous black puddle on the roadside which didn't draw any attention to itself. The moment I stepped into that puddle, I sank like a stone. What I had thought was a shallow pool was in fact a fathomless reservoir, deep enough to swallow my entire body. My body was engulfed by the black liquid. As I sunk deeper and deeper, it was as if I was being swallowed whole. I felt like I was suffocating, and so I opened my mouth and gasped for air. And NIKKE's body naturally filters out any contamination, so I thought I would be fine. How wrong I was. I inhaled the black water. The moment I did, it felt as if my entire body was melting. Who knows? Maybe I actually did melt. My head, my body, my shoulders, my legs, my hands, my feet. It was as if my entire being was being merged into black water. I never experienced such internal pandemonium. Everything was just a jumble. Writhing in agony, I frantically swam upwards. As I flailed, extended my hand upwards, desperately grasping at anything I could. I managed to pull myself out of the water. I heard a scream. I think it was one of my squad mates. I locked eyes with one of my squad mates. Her eyes were filled with fear. I reached out towards them. I heard someone shout. Everyone ran away and fear-stricken and panicked, disappeared in seconds. They left me alone in front of the black puddle. I felt something dripping from my forehead and wiped it with my hand. Pulling back my hand, I could see it was black. I started to panic and frantically wiped out whatever it was that was dripping from my head. No matter how much I tried to wipe it away, my hand kept being blackened. I couldn't even tell which part of me needed cleaning, and so I looked back at the puddle. Reflecting back at me was the face of someone I didn't recognize. I lost everything that day. My friends, my body, my weapon, my name, my home, I lost them all. I had no idea what had happened. The black liquid kept leaking from my head. Every NIKKE I came across would open fire, terror rippling across their faces as they screamed and called me a monster. I stopped even entertaining the notion of asking for help. On the occasions when I ran into skilled NIKKE squads, they nearly killed me. Despite all of this, I wanted to live. I wanted to survive. So I started summoning raptures to distract the NIKKEs. When I encountered NIKKEs who would proceed to pursue me relentlessly, that was when I realized I could make my eyes glow red. Raptures would appear right on cue, and as I watched the NIKKEs run away in terror, I began to wonder if I'd really turned into a heretic after all. But other than being able to make my eyes go red when I wanted, I didn't develop any other abilities. So I kept running away. Again and again, I would make a desperate escape, until one day, I found a hidden cave near the beach where no one would come. It was dark and scary inside, so I picked up a small lantern and kept it on all day. I felt so cold and alone. I rubbed my palms together, curled up in a ball, and wrapped myself up with layers of blankets I'd scavenged from elsewhere. No matter what I did, I couldn't chase away the cold. Then, I met Siren. If she hadn't said she was cold, I would have left her there on the beach. When she told me she had nowhere to go back to, I felt the sense of kinship with her. The bed that she made for me, how she grilled those fish, and all the care she showed on me, it made me warm up to her. I wanted to prove I was worthy of being her friend, that I could be someone worth being seen with.
それなのに助けようとしてくれたあいつに逆ギレして逃げ出して、どうして逃げたんだろう。セイレーンは何も悪くないのに。
Frustration, Levy. Frustration, my dear little Levy.
もう私のことが嫌いになっちゃったかな。私なんかと一緒にいるのが嫌になって、今すぐ仲間を探しに行くって出て行ったら、どうしよう。私にはセイレーンを引き止められるものなんてないのに、セイレーンが行っちゃったら、出て行くって言って聞かなかったら、もう引き止められない。いや、そんなのは嫌。
And hurry back to her.
今からでも謝らないと。
レビー、少しだけ話してもいい？
It's not happening. It's not happening. Hello, Dragonark. Welcome, welcome. Heartaches by the number. That's NIKKE for you. Hello, Johnny. Congratulations. Shoot. Okay. There we go. I was off my little mat, so it's a little uncomfortable to roll around. She's not gonna say it. She's gonna say something much nicer.
ついてこないでって言ったでしょ。私のことはほっといて、一人にして。
She's a bit of a
一人
tsundere.
で泣いてるんじゃないかって思って。
はそんなわけ。
レビー、ごめんなさい。私、諦められない。レビーが今まで成功しなかったのは、私の教え方に問題があったからだと思うの。レビーならきっと黒い水を扱えるようになるって信じてる。
信じてるって。あんたに
Because she's a
私の
very
何がわか
good
るっていう
girl.
のよ。あんたは私のこと何も知らないじゃない。本当にヘレティックだったらどうすんの？あんたの力が欲しくて、目の色を変えてあんたを騙してるだけかもよ。
Shake, shake.
何が違うっていうのよ。
そんなことない。私が知ってるレビーはそんな人じゃない。
どうしてそう思えるの？
私の仲間もそうだった。誰も信じてくれなくて、 寂しがってた。
Oh god. I'm coming undone with this
信じて
one.
ほしくて伸ばした手をみんなに払いのけられて、私も
I'm remembering old
そ
tales.
の手を掴んであげられなかった。そのことを今でもすごく後悔してる。だからもしまた同じようなことがあったら、今度は信じようって誓ったの。状況に流されるんじゃなく、私の見てきたこと、
Oh god.
私が
Not
感
the
じ
old
てきたこ
tales.
と、信じてきたことを信じようってそう誓ったの。だからレビーのことも信じてる。セイレン、
I'm okay.
私が今まで隣で見てきた、信じてきたレビーはヘレティックなんかじゃない。私を
No, she's not.
利用してなんかいない。黒い水もきっとコントロールできるようになるよ。レビーもきっと。
Levi hurriedly covers her eyes.
レビー、こっち見ないで。このバカ、間抜け。どこまでお人よしなのよ。そんなんじゃ一生損ばっかするわよ。
That's okay with
じ
her?
ゃないわよ。この
Such a sweetie. Levi stares at Little Mermaid.
ごめん、一人で怒って意地張っちゃって、やる前から怖がって諦めて。
Okay. This game does a good job of having characters' actions be affected by their past experiences. They...
絶対にしないから。だから
One thing I will
私は
say about NIKKE
また
is that one thing that happens in a side story or the main story or something will end up getting extended later on. And that is probably one of the best parts of how they have consistent character growth. A character's growth and journey does not end right here. It continues almost endlessly, and it's kind of beautiful that way.
信じてて諦めないでいて。諦めない。レビーのこと信じてる。ありがとう。
Now, how is Mudfish still gonna break my heart even more? With this, I can change my dislike for Levi.
何これ。
Levi stares at the enormous purple bubble that fills the cave.
水泡だよ。そんなの見ればわかるってば。もう一度教えてくれるって話だったでしょ。で、こんなでかい泡なんか用意してどうするつもりなの？この中に入って教えてあげる。この中に
Inside of a bubble?
入る？誰が？私とレビーが。私が入ったら死んだりしない？
Shake, shake.
入ったことならあるから大丈夫。宇宙から落ちた時この中にいたの。
So that's how she survived a
あ
bubble.
んたそんなとこまで行ってきたの？ただ二人で入ったこと
She's like, yeah, I've been to space anyway.
でもきっと大丈夫。何よその曖昧な自信は。
What do you mean it's gonna be
安全
fine?
かどうか確信が持てなくて今まで試せずにいたけど、いくら考えても私はエイブみたいに上手に教えられる気がしないし、それなら私が持っている知識を直接見せるのがいいんじゃないかって思った。
Through a bubble? Hello, Aslan.
とりあえずこの中に入ればいいのね。 じゃあ先に行ってるね。
先に行くってどこに？
また後でね。
Little Mermaid enters the bubble.
セイレン、
本当に入っちゃったの？
Well, she is Satan.
こうなったらもうやるしか。
Levy shuts her eyes tight and reaches a hand into the bubble.
え？あたかい？どうにでもなれ！
Levy jumps into the bubble. Blurb blurb. Levy opens her eyes. Golden rays of sunlight stream through the water. She can feel warm water rippling around her body.
水の中なの？それとも私死んじゃったの？
No, silly.
デビー、
セイレン！ここはどこなの？
水泡の中だよ。
そんなの見ればわかるわよ。どうしてこんなところで普通にしてられるのかって聞いてんの。
Because it's Satan's
私の
bubble.
ニーフが作り出した空間だからだよ。私の心の中の空間みたい
Under the sea.
なものなんだって。
あんたの心の中？
Levy looks around the water again. The streaks of sunlight are
そ
mesmerizing.
うみたいね。
Bubble clean oil.
なんだかあんたと似てる。綺麗で暖かくて。
Aww.
なんでもない。それで今から何をすればいいの？
デビー、今から私の水泡について全部教えてあげる。デビーが自分自身を守れるように、デビーがもう寂しい思いをしなくて済むように。
Little Mermaid reaches out to
私
Levy.
の手を握って目をつぶってみて。この力のすべてをデビーに
Ah.
教えるから。
わかった。
Levy takes Little Mermaid's hand. Little Mermaid closes her eyes. Levy closes her eyes as well. Once she shuts her eyes, she witnesses a mass of bubbles gathering and contorting. This vision before her relays a vast store of knowledge which words alone could never possibly convey.
これ
Oh.
一体すごい。何これ？
不思議でしょ？
不思議すぎてわけわかんないくらい。もっと知りたい。
デビー、
Levy's eyes sparkle.
私もっと知りたい。水泡をどこまで作れるのか、その力の起源を、原理を、もっ
It's just so exceptionally sweet.
といろんなことが知りたい。もっといろんなことがしてみたい。
Little Mermaid thinks back on that frightened girl in the dark cave whose light had nearly been extinguished due to cold and loneliness. In contrast before her now stands a girl whose once fading light has been miraculously reignited. Having been confronted with the brilliant truth of the world, her light is shining brightly once again. A girl who had been living in deprivation now exudes a voracious and primal desire for the truth. In the face of such luminous beauty, Little Mermaid can now only nod in agreement.
デビーに全部あげる。
セイレン。
Little Mermaid takes Levy's
デ
hand
ビー
again.
の人生がまた輝きますように。
Little Mermaid closes her eyes again, and Levy does the same. As she takes her hand, as she does, Levy sees the truth within the bubbles. The bubbles, which are part of the vast sea that is Little Mermaid's nymph. I want to know more. I want to see more. More. Levi opens her eyes at the sound of something bubbling. The serene water that had once been bathed in a fleck sunlight was now losing its glow as it percolates.
水の中がおかしい。セイレン。
Whoa. The bubble explodes with a thundering roar. As the bubble bursts, the two Nikkes collapse onto the cave floor. Are you sometimes moving away from the mic? I'm not trying to. Hang on. Let me actually get it. Is it actually hard to hear me sometimes? Do I kind of like fade out? Okay, I'll try to get a bit closer while reading softly. Shift up, get on it. Little Mermaid brand dish soap. Yamate, hello, Shiroe. Okay. Okay, let me try to stay close. Her eyes are so pretty, y'all. Levi crawls across the floor towards Siren, who has lost consciousness. She grabs little Mermaid's hand. Oh, thank goodness she's okay.
レビー、次からはこの方法は使わないようにしよう。
She just needs a small
もう
break.
少しで精神が崩壊するところだった。
精神が崩壊？大丈夫なの？私がもっと知りたいなんて言ったから、私のせいで。
Siren grabs Levi's hand.
ちょっと疲れただけだから。
そうよかった。でももう二度とこんな無茶な真似はしないで。あんたが死んだら何の意味もないんだからね。笑うなバカ。
エビー、これで何かつかめた？
Aww.
ようやくつかめたと思う。どうすればこの力を使えるのか、それとあんたがこの力をどう思っているのかも全部分かった気がする。私も頑張ってみるから、あんたみたいにこの力をいいことに使えるように頑張ってみるから。
信じてるね。エイブが言ってたみたいに、この力がずっといいことに使われるように。
うん、約束。ありがとうセイレン。本当にありがとう。
お礼なんていいの。でもごめん、少しだけ寝させて。
セイレン。
She's fallen asleep.
してる。ちゃんと聞こえる。よかった。本当によかった。
Levy experiences a wave of dizziness and lies down on the floor.
クラクラしすぎてもう無理。ちょっとだけ
Good night, Levy.
寝よう。
Levy more so faints than falls asleep, firmly clasping Little Mermaid's hand in hers. It's only 3 days later, they both regain consciousness. Imagine if she started snoring like a train engine. Whew. Well, five more stages that are still here to break my heart edition, so... wow, more than a year already and the same message. Tips are required, never appreciated. They are never required and always appreciated. But Shiroi, thank you for being a member for nearly 14 months now. I greatly appreciate it. That's already past a year. Holy cow. So thank you. I really appreciate it. Let's see, played DBL. I played that yesterday, and you can always check my schedule for when I'm gonna play it again. Day 1 member, let's go. The pride Shiroi has. Sorry guys, my chair is stuck. There we go. After Levy and Little Mermaid get out of the bubble, some time
あ
passes.
れ以来すっかり落ちてこなくなったな。私の頭から流れ続けていた黒い水のこと、コントロールの仕方を覚えてから流れ落ちてこなくなったの。よかった。レビー、いつも気にしてたから。私がいつ？毎朝ベッドについた水を拭いてたでしょ？汚したくなさそうにしながら。どうしてそのことを？
She's a very observant girl.
気づいてないと思ってたのに。本当によかった。だってもう気にしなくていいんだもの。そうね。今じゃこんなこともできるようになったし。
A black water droplet appears at the tip of Leviathan's fingers.
不思議。なんでこんなことができるんだろう。こんなの考えついたのってどういうやつなんだろう。ベイブ。ベイブ？
Nod.
それってあんたを
Yes, that's Grave. That's Mama Grave. Little Mermaid smiles brightly.
あんたが探してる仲間ってそいつのことなの？
No, she wants to find Cindy.
彼女も仲間のうちの一人
Mainly.
なの。へえ。あのさ。私もついて行ってあげよっか？手伝ってあげる。私があんたの仲間を全員見つけてあげる。
She really is just a big
どんな見
sweetheart.
た目なのか教えて。一緒に探すのに必要でしょ。二人で探せばもっと早く見つけられるって。レビー、洞窟の外に出ても大丈夫なの？当たり前でしょ。もう昔とは違うの。今の私には能力があるんだから。でも外に出るのを怖がってたよね。もう平気だって。外は危険よ。私が守ってあげられない状況にだってなるかもしれないんだよ。守ってほしいだなんて頼んでないけど、今の私はあんたと同じように水砲を扱えるんだから。でもそこまで心配するなら証明してあげる。証明？私の力だけでラプチャーを倒すから見てて。あんたの
Oh,
力を借りずに。
you know, I wonder when we're getting Leviathan.
それができるならあんたの世話にならずに済むし、一緒に行動しても安心でしょ。
それはそうだけど。
ってことで1週間ちょうだい。あんたがもともとここを離れる予定だった日、その日までに証明してみせるから。5本じゃ、そういうことだから、今日は私が水泡で魚を釣ってあげる。
レビーが水泡で？
Of course she can. She was taught by the
私
best.
だってそれくらいできるって。
Am I gonna pull for Mermaid? Of course. Well, I'm gonna pity Mermaid.
得意なんだから。
I'll get my hands on one of
す
her.
ごいでしょ。
Leviathan and Little Mermaid laugh as they share a
ほら
look.
行こう。今晩のおかずは私に任せなさい。
Caught by Leviathan, cooked by Leviathan, loved by Leviathan. And her best friend, the Little Mermaid. 1 week later. Thud, 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 thud. Levy nervously watches the approaching rapture.
ターゲットを発見。ちゃんと見てなさいよ。今から私があれをボッコボコにしてくるから。
Levy glares at the distantly approaching rapture. Thud, 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 thud. She reaches her hand out and aims towards the rapture. A massive black droplets form behind her. As Levy swings her hand, the black droplets shoot towards the rapture's core. As the core shatters, the rapture collapses lifelessly to the ground.
今の見た？セイレーン。
できた！
嘘みたい。こんな簡単にラプチャーを倒せるなんて。こんなにうまくいくって知ってたら記念写真でも撮ればよかったかも。ああ、無理してでも携帯用
A
意しと
cell
くんだ
phone
った
to
な。
record it.
ベビー、すごいでしょ。だから私に任せてって言ったでしょ。これなら一緒に行っても心配ないでしょ。
Not.
一緒に行こう。
Aww.
本当？でもとかやっぱりとか後になってそういうのはなしだからね。
And just like that, we've picked up a friend for Siren.
できた。私にもできた。で、いつ出発するの？
できた。
今すぐ行っちゃう？どこから最初に行こっか。ほら、早く教えてってば。
まずは洞窟に戻って荷物をまとめなくちゃ。
ああ、それもそうね。賛成。これでやっと。
レビー、
何？
一緒に行けるようになって幸せ？
当
Of
然でし
course she
ょ。こ
is.
の日をどれだけ待ったと思ってんの？でもどうしてそんなこと？
レビーが幸せだと私も幸せだから。
やめてよ、恥ずかしい。セイレーン、あんたの仲間は私が全員見つけてあげる。あんたが私にくれたものを私もあんたに倍にして返すから。
They're so cute together.
何よその顔は。もしかして私のことが信じられないの？
No, she does believe you,
嬉
silly.
しくて。
Oh god, really? Right after things are really. There's always something. There's always some Bill Bobinson. With a resounding roar, the ground begins to shake.
なんで急に地震なんか。
Always something.
音、森の方から聞こえる。
あそこに何かあるの？
Boom. With another massive tremor, something erupts from beyond the forest. It's gluttony.
あれ、クラトニー。
Cute childish laugh. You have hands to head pat the Levy and Siren, one for each head. Don't worry, I'm already working on it. My hands are getting tired, but everything for them.
グラトニー。起動エレベーターの前に居座っていた巨大ラプチャーよ。何それ、そんなの初めて聞いたけど、タイラント級のラプチャーみたいなやつってこと？等級だけで言ったらそうだけど、それとは別に規格外に強いの。あえて言うなら
Incomparably
自
stronger.
然災害みたいな相手よ。自然災害？与えられた命令を遂行するためだけに存在してるって聞いた。だから自然災害みたいなものだって。ならあいつはどういう命令を受けたの？あらゆるものを食べろという命令よ。食べる？大型兵器にニケ、ラプチャー、建物、とにかく何でも無差別に食い尽くすの。じゃあ私たちも食べられちゃうかもしれないってこと？
It eats everything. It's gluttony.
食べられたらどうなるの？
Nothing good, Levy. Don't ask.
いない。
Oh my god.
死ぬってこと？多分。そんなのがどうしてここに？
And we haven't seen this once on the surface. We must have been very lucky.
食欲を刺激する何か？グラトニーは強いエネルギーを追って移動するらしいから、水泡を巨大化した時に発生したエネルギーを追いかけてきたのかもしれない。水泡？まさか私に教えてくれた時の？デビ、先に行ってて。先に行くってどこに？グラトニーの目的は多分私、海にでも逃げない限りずっと追いかけてくるはずよ。だからレビーは先に海まで逃げて、全身を水泡で包む感覚で海に飛び込めば大丈夫。そのまま海流に乗って流れていけば生き残れるはずよ。じゃああんたは？私はグラトニーの視線を引きつけてからうまく逃げ切るつもり。
She's not gonna do it. You have to go. You can.
大変だもの。いや、一人だけ逃げるなんて。一緒にいるって言ったじゃん。ラプチャーを倒してみせたら一緒にいるって約束したでしょ。ごめん。私は逃げない。一緒に戦えるんだから。レビー。じゃあどうすれば認めてくれるの？何をす
Just
れ
let
ば
her stay.
あんたと一緒にいられるのよ。証明してほしいわけじゃないの。じゃあ何なの？弱いやつなんか必要ないから逃がそうとしてるんじゃないの？私が出来損ないで役立たずだから。そうじゃない。私はただレビーを守りたいの。分かってる。あんたが私を助けたがってることくらい私が今無茶なこと言ってるって分かってるんだってば。でもさ、知ってる？私もあんたを守りたいの。
Yeah.
役立たず扱いされて一人だけ逃がしてもらうんじゃなくて、私はずっとあんたと一緒にいたいの。また洞窟の中で一人寂しく過ごしたくないの。もうそんなのは嫌。怖くはないの？怖くない。本当に？本当よ。私のことを信じるって言ったのはあんたでしょ。私を信じてるなら一緒にいさせて。一緒 緒に戦わせて。あんたと一緒に戦えるって信じてよ。私はレビーを信じる。レビーの勇気を信じてる。一緒に戦おう。グラトニーを倒して。
Oh my god, this is the first time that kind of thing has actually worked. This is the very first time that thing has actually worked. Let's fight together. No, they actually agree. Yes. Loves gluttony. She can recognize it straight away. No, it literally just showed up during anniversary. So I'm just saying. I always shared happy moments because it's either a wholesome, sweet moment or gacha game is ripping away the happiness, or it's very far from the arc. You can need a bit of a rundown on gluttony. Only thing we heard of is it likely ate a cruise missile, spat nuclear explosion, spit back to center, and died. Who knows? Maybe it regrew itself because it was like a small blob, and then after 100 years it regrew. That's my best guess. Hayami, sleepy with the way she's blinking. Agreed. Not sleepy. Just focus. Just reading. It's a very investing story with Mudfish, Power of Friendship, and Moe. It's a very invested story with Mudfish. Now, are they going to prevail? Please prevail. As Little Mermaid reaches out her hand, a giant bubble begins to grow in the middle of the beach. 1 hour ago.
つまり海辺であんたがもう一度巨大な水泡を作ればエネルギーを感知したグラトニーが海辺に来るはずってこと？で、あいつが水泡を飲み込もうと口を開いた瞬間、あんたが水泡を素早く柱の形に変えてグラトニーが口を閉じられないように柱を挟んでおく。
That sounds brutal.
ことで合ってる？でもって私はその間に口の中にあるコアを黒い水で壊す。それがうまくいかなそうな場合はできる限り黒い水を集めてあいつの口の中に
That ugly SOB. Language, young lady. Language.
完璧だよレビー。それも難しそうならあいつが追いかけてこようが来まいがとりあえず海にダイブする。レビー賢い。でも本当に口の中にコアがあるの？
As sure as Siren has ever been.
ヘイブがそう言ってたから。ちょっといい？あんた一度も奴を倒したことないんでしょ？もし情報が間違ってたらどうすんの？そんなはずない。だってヘイブは間違ったことは言わないから。
Abe is never wrong.
わかった。あんたがそう信じてるんだもんな。
Well, of course, because Abe is never wrong. Mama Grave is never wrong. We share that sentiment together. Back to the present.
何がとりあえずやってみようよ。
Because you believe in Satan.
したりしないよね。緊張してる？は？緊張とかこれっぽっちもするわけないでしょ。ただ作戦のことを思い返してただけよ。大丈夫。きっとうまくいくはず。当たり前でしょ。意地でも成功させなきゃ。よし、こうなったら覚悟決めるわよ。準備終了。レビー、岩の後ろに隠れよう。
Levy and Little Mermaid hide behind a large boulder near the shore. Rumble. The ground shakes violently.
動いてる。もう来たの？
He's already here. A colossal being begins to approach from afar, resembling a moving mountain. Jesus. Levy swallows dryly. With a resounding tremor, the Goliath suddenly disappears. Uh-oh.
消えちゃった。
Uh-oh. Oh, no, 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 no.
どうなってんの？あのでかい山はどこに？下よ。
Little Mermaid quickly grabs Levy and leaps backwards. Oh, frick! In a spot where they were only milliseconds before, an immense mouth erupts from underneath.
何？あれ、クラトニー。あれがクラトニー？私が倒そうとしている。
You've got this, Levy. Don't doubt yourself.
レビー、作戦開始だよ。うん。エンカウンター。
Oh, now do they succeed? Rumble. Hello, Orange. Thank you for being a member for nearly 14 months now. I greatly appreciate it. Every bit helps and goes towards life. I hope you've been enjoying the place of my anime. Thank you, thank you. So that's like past a year. Way past a year. Her name is Little Mermaid because everyone in her squad is named after fairy tales as shown in old tales. Yes. I can't believe her name is Little Mermaid. What's next? She has a crab for a friend? She's under the sea. Shriek, Gluttony heads towards the bubble and opens its mouth. Come on. As Little Mermaid reaches out her hand, crack. The bubble shape shift into two massive pillars which shoot up and force Gluttony's mouth wide open.
レビー、喉の奥にコアが。本当に口の中にコアがあったの？うん、赤くて丸いものが見えるよ。デイブの言った通りだった。うん、わかった。
Levy stands behind Little Mermaid.
どこなの？
She's trying so hard. Levy peers into Gluttony's gaping maw.
見つけないと。
Oh, a sea of serrated teeth, sharp enough to tear Leviathan to shreds. Behind them, a pitch-black throat which could swallow her whole. Amongst this terrifying spectacle, she can make out the glare of a red light. Crack! Gluttony begins to close its mouth again.
力が強すぎる。待って、すぐに見つけるから。
Fear courses through Levy. Crack, crack!
レビー、急いで。早く見つけないと。
An overwhelming sense of fear threatens to paralyze Levy.
見つけなきゃ。早く見つけなきゃ。
Oh god, what is she doing? Levy lifts up her hand and gestures towards Gluttony. Shake, shake, shake.
手の震えが。レビー、大丈夫。ダメなら無理しないで。無理なんかじゃない。できる。私にだってこれくらい。
What should I do? I'm sorry, Siren, I can't do it. I'm scared. I've got to hurry and tell her I'm not up to it. At the very least, I need to shove as much black liquid into its mouth as I can. But I'm terrified. I can't move. What should I do? I said I would do it. If I back out now, Siren will be disappointed. What if she ends up hating me for it? She'll find out she doesn't need dead weight like me around. And she'll leave me alone. In that dark cave all alone.
無理そうなら海に早く。ごめん、今すぐ見つけ。
Crunch.
柱が壊れ。セイレン。
Gluttony closes its mouth. The bubble is shattered, remnants scattering all over. Rumble. Gluttony slowly turns and directly faces Levy.
いや、来ないで。来ないで。
Shriek. opens its mouth. Levy turns away and runs. She runs and runs, her eyes clamp shut as she desperately sprints forward. She doesn't give herself a moment to look back. It feels as if the ground beneath her is collapsing, but Levy barely registers it. Her entire being is fixated on escaping from this terrifying creature, not being engulfed by that pitiless mouth. Her main desire is to survive. After running for who knows how long, Levy stops and gasps for breath. Her lungs feel like they're about to burst. She finally opens her eyes. A collapsed building comes into view.
ここって洞窟からだいぶ離れた場所にあるはずじゃ。
Everything around her is silent. No signs of life can be felt. She looks back. There's no sight of gluttony, beach, or anything.
どうなってんの？どうしてここにいるの？
Splash. The ground is covered in black liquid.
黒い水。どうして足元に？
Levy reaches towards the black liquid. Swoosh. Her hand is sucked inside the liquid. Levy stumbles backwards.
なんなの？どうして手が？
A sudden feeling rises within Levy. For some reason, she can't fully understand. She feels that she could venture through the black liquid unimpeded.
黒い水でここまで来たの？
Leviathan looks back in the direction she thinks the beach is in.
ありえない。こんなことが可能なの？
She has the ability to move.
こんなこともできるのに、セイレーンを助けられなかった。なんで？なんで？なんで？なんで？なんで？
No.
こんな力があったのに、あったのになんで？私がもっと早く力を使えてたら、セイレーンは私がグズグズしていたせいで、セイレーンが死んじゃった。こんな能力があったのに、私がグズグズしてたせいで、セイレーンを
Hold it together.
セイレーンを、私を信じてくれたセイレーンを裏切っちゃった。これは夢。そう、これは夢。悪い夢なのよ。お願いだから夢であって。
Levy drops to the ground and curls into a ball. She looks at her reflection in the black
裏切
liquid.
り者。
Oh.
この裏切り者め。
She slams a clenched fist into the ground, nearly hard enough to shatter her
裏切り
hand.
者。裏切り者。裏切り者。裏切り者。
She strikes the ground again and again. No matter how many strikes she gives, the reflection of the detestable traitor before her refuses to disappear.
ごめんなさい。本当にごめんなさい。私が悪かったの。ごめんなさい。ごめんなさい。
No matter how many times she apologizes, Siren's voice is nowhere to be heard.
私が悪かったの。全部私のせいで。セイレン。セイレン。
No matter how many tears she sheds, it doesn't change the fact that she betrayed Satan. Bro, what kind of... Present time on the surface.
ユニ
どうしたの？
And this is what leads
何
to
か見つけたの？ユニ？
this is what leads to Mihara follows Yuni's gaze.
ここだけ他の場所と土の色が違う。
This is what leads to Unbreakable Sphere.
ビル一つは優に立ちそうなほどの広さね。これほどの大きさの何かが存在するということなの？
Mihara touches the ground. With a degree of caution, Mihara presses down on the ground.
この感触、この地面の下を何かが通過したか、あるいは地面から飛び出したような痕跡があるわね。グレーブディガーは地中深くを移動するから地面がこんな状態になることはないはず。これほどの巨体を地中に隠して活動するラプチャーなんて他に聞いたことがないわ。巨大モグラでもいるのかしら。ねえユニ、どう考えてもこれはラプチャーの希少個体だと思わない？ついに見つけたわ、私たちの最初のターゲットを。それじゃ追跡を始めましょうか。
Huh. Well, I don't know anything about Levi in present day, but oh my gosh. Okay, guys. Every single side story ending or most Nikke ending stories have relatively happy endings. Wordless was somewhat happy because Mihara's with Uni forever. A second affection at least ends with Modernia being able to come to, you know, terms with herself, but Mudfish? Mudfish was depressing. There was no happy ending. And the only reason why it's like, oh, I'm not like, you know, oh, Siren's dead, she's not, because, you know, we still have the beauty that is what's it called? Unbreakable Sphere here, but still, y'all, still, that doesn't change how sad that was. Okay, let's see what Mud Dream Frame. A fish living in muddy swamp dreams of being with the mermaid. It longs to swim with her forever, even if it's to repay her kindness. Only when the mermaid turns into foam does the fish realize that it is just a fish that can only live in the dark, muddy swamp for life. Let's catch up to chapter 38, let's go! No, we were mainly going to be focused on getting through Mudfish, so I'm ready for Unbreakable Sphere next week. That was the big goal of Mudfish here. I'm still in chapter 22 by choice. So, well, I don't want to say anything just in case spoilers, but I mean, part of me kind of gets it. If you never complete chapter 22, a certain thing will never happen. A certain thing will never happen. And that is all I will say on the matter. A certain thing will never leave me. Oh, I don't know if it happens. I've seen a lot already. Oh, never mind. What chapter are you on now? I think we're on chapter 25 right now. But yes, Mudfish was actually really enjoyable. Despite not focusing on like any of the characters that we know of, like Modernia, God, my voice is still cracking from that. You know, we had Modernia, we had 29, almost 30. I don't think we're almost at 30, are we? Am I really that far along? But yeah, let's see. Let's go to the campaign real quick. But you know, it was about two entirely different characters that I haven't met. So Levi and Siren, who I've met in Old Tales. Yeah, I'm on 29, never mind. I actually am pretty far along. Jeez, okay. And literally chapter 38 is called Gluttony, which means whatever happens in Unbreakable Sphere leads into the main story. I love you, Mama Brave. You deserve the best in life. But yes, whatever happens in chapter, or like, it was about characters that I actually haven't really learned much about in the main story, and yet it was still able to wound me so. NIKKE does that. It always wounds me so. Always, it wounds me so. And it just never knows when to stop wounding me. And my heart. And my soul. So, do your hard mode reminder. After my exam, I got an exam to do. You know, I can't do hard mode. I've got an exam to both study for and then do well. Yeah. So I probably won't be able to get to hard mode today. She'll never do the hard mode? I literally did it yesterday. I have an exam to do today. Goodness. Hello, Gao. Welcome. Alright, y'all. I think that is a good place to end for today. We got through Mudfish and we enjoyed the story overall. It was a great time. And I actually quite enjoyed it. It's heartbreaking like all side stories are, so yes. I'm kind of glad that at least it ended amicably. Well, not amicably, but you know, it leads into Unbreakable Sphere. So I'm glad we did it. Remember, next week will be viewer polls and we'll do the first part of Unbreakable Sphere next week. So please consider stopping by. Otherwise, keep an eye out. Friday, I'm going to be doing some Arknights viewer polls. And on Saturday, I'm going to be watching the Arknights live stream. So we've got a lot of stuff going on. So please consider stopping by. All right, everyone, take care. Hope you have a great rest of your day and bye-bye for now.